Hey there, this is Jim with the Kennel Chief, and I want to talk a little bit about numbers for your kennel. I was doing some statistics for our business, and when I was looking at it, I had some really interesting things come up. I've known this. It always it gets my attention each year when I take a look at our numbers. So what we're looking at here are numbers for, this is probably 9.5 years worth of numbers. We'll just say a little over 9 years. And what I've done is I've broken down in the total number of customers that we have, the total amount of sales that we've done. So we've done a little over $1.7 million in sales, and the total percentage of revenue that makes up, and then what each customer is worth out of that segment, that group. So what I find very, very interesting as I look at these is who are our top customers? Who are our best customers? Who are our most loyal customers? Meaning, and who should we take care of? And there's another set of numbers that we'll talk about that at the end as it talks to marketing and advertising. So I looked at our top 10 customers, and that's these people right here. You see their pets' names, but you don't get to see who they are. But this is what they've spent with us since we've been open. So a little over 43,000, almost 42, and then we get out here 21, 19, and it goes all the way down to almost $13,000. So these are our top 10 customers. So if you wonder what a customer is worth, if you're the top 10 customer, they're worth $21,804. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? So then I looked at how many customers did we have that have given us $10,000 or more? And there are 18 that have done that. And again, you see that the first group over here are the top 10 folks. And then when you get down below that, we get starting here, we're looking at the remainder that make up the top 18 or everybody over $10,000. So why is that important? A couple of reasons. This tells you who you need to focus your attention on. These people are going to give you a lot of money. All right. So when we go back over here and look at this, the top 10 have given us 12.5% of our total revenue. That is just crazy. 10 people. 10 people accounted for 12.5%, 10 out of 1,050. So put that in perspective. This is like less than 1%. Less than 1% of our customers have given us 12.5% of our business. All right. So I looked at it at the top 5% of the customers, the top 10%, and the top 20. So, and really what I was trying to figure out is what are these groups worth total and then as individual customers. So obviously here we look at 5% of the customers, it's worth almost $604,000. 10% it's worth a little over $851,000. And then the top 20%, remember we did 1.7 over here and we got almost 1.2 of our top 20%. So this is 210 customers accounted for over 68% of our revenue. So if we just had that customer base right there, that's just not a lot of customers, over a 10-year period. That's crazy. It's 20 a year, but you're not going to get all those kind of customers, right? All right. So if I look at this now is what is each customer worth? So if I look at the overall picture, each customer is worth over $1,600, $1,656. And then if I get back over here, I look at top 20, they're at over $5,600, $8,100, $10,000, almost $600, and then $21,800. So this is what each of these customers are worth when you divide this out. And these are important numbers to pay attention to. And the reason for that is simple. As I start looking at marketing, as I start looking at advertising costs, and I look at other costs, I want to know what I can pay to get a customer. How much money can I pay Google, Facebook, whatever, to get a customer? Or referrals or discounts. So, and I bring this up because early on in our business, I was running Google ads and we were spending $600 a month on the ads, and it drove my wife crazy. And we were giving away 1 night free stay. So if you stayed 3 nights or longer, we gave your first night for free, which cost us at the time, I think $35. I think that's what the number was. It's more than that now. But my wife did not want to give up that $35. She says, we still got to do all this. We're feeding them. We're taking them out. We have all these costs that we have. Well, and I understand where she's coming from, but here's the thing. I give you a discount of $35. I pay $50 to get a customer. All right. So that means I've spent a total of $85 to acquire that customer. The lifetime of that customer is worth $1,656. That's the lifetime. So it's going to take you a while to get that. Do all these people stay with you 10 years? No. We're around a military community about, 45 minutes from here. They move, they get transferred. You have dogs that pass away. You have people that move out. There's a lot of reasons that dogs go away and don't come by here. But the bottom line is over the lifetime of that value, or that customer, it's going to be worth over $1,600. I can tell you that I've done the math. Each customer the first year is worth a little under $600. So now I'm going to go back and say, hey, we're giving them a $35 discount for their first night stay or a free night. We're going to spend $50 to get a customer on Facebook. So I got a total of $85. If you give me $85 and then over the next 3 or 4 years, I give you $1,656, you okay with that? Of course you are. So it gives you an idea what you can spend on there. Now, I can't spend $1,600 because I have operating costs. I mean, there's maintenance, there's all the things that you have. But I can spend a little bit of money to generate this customer. I'm going to make it back in the first year. That's the cool part about this. So when you start looking at your numbers, this kind of gives you an idea what you can afford to do as far as marketing goes. It will tell you who your good customers are. It will start to give you an indication, are you a good business? Well, if I have people willing to give me $43,000, that's a pretty good business. If my average customer, not my best, not my worst, my average customer is willing to give me $1,656, do you think we're doing something right? Absolutely. So these numbers can kind of give you a good indication of the health of your business. It can give you a good indication who your top customers are. And you really need to treat these people like gold. I mean, like really like gold. You think these people refer other folks to us? Yeah, you better believe they do. We get tons of reviews from these people here. Oh, I wanted to put this out there because I think it's pretty cool. I think it's really important information that we should know. If you have any questions, comments, let us know. It's really important that we get a good, firm grasp of what our numbers are and what they mean to us. Hey, until the next time, you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.